Hi, welcome back. In the previous video, we have discussed how organization-wide defaults provide a baseline level of security for our organization. So in this video, we will be now discussing how sharing rules can expand our organization-wide defaults to different users, departments, or groups based on specific criteria that we set for the sharing rules. So in the last video, we have discussed how it is best practice to set our object security to a minimum, and then just expand access to specific groups if needed. The method to expand that access is sharing rules. So sharing rules in Salesforce gives administrators this capability by allowing them to create rules that will give specific read or read-write access to certain records which fall up under the criteria specified. There are two ways we can grant access using sharing rules. First, we can create a sharing rule that shares records based on the record owner. Next, we have sharing rules that share records based on a given criteria. And lastly, we can specify a manual sharing rule for a specific record. So to start off, let's just go to the Setup menu. So the first rule that we're going to be creating is a rule that will share records based on the record owner. For this particular example, we'll be sharing all opportunities under the role International Sales to all of North America Sales. So to start off, let's just go to Security Controls, go to Sharing Settings. So as you can see, we're back to the page that we were accessing earlier on. So but just below organization-wide defaults, you can see the sharing rules section, each for the different objects in the system. So let's select opportunity sharing rules and click on new to create a new sharing rule. So first off, let's enter a label. Let's say share international, and let's just retain the rule name generated by Salesforce. So on the rule type, let's just select based on record owner, which is already set. Next, we're going to select which records to be shared. So here we select roles as its category and select our role, which is international sales. Next, let's select the users that we can share these records with. So remember that we are sharing all international sales opportunities to the rest of North America sales. So let's select roles again. Let's select NA sales. So as you can see, there are other different categories that we can select. First, we can share them with role and internal subordinates. So for example, if we select NA Sales Director, it would share it with both NA Sales Director and those under it, for example, NA Sales. So for now, let's just select NA Sales. For the opportunity access, we want to give read-write access to these opportunities for all of North America. So let's select read-write and click on Save to finalize our changes. So please take note that once you create a sharing rule, it would calculate the sharing rules for all of the existing records. So that may take significant time to perform. So let's click on OK to create those sharing rules. So while our sharing rule is being calculated, we're going to create another sharing rule for opportunity as well. This time sharing all opportunities that has a quantity of over 10,000 units, and also all opportunities that was originated from a website source. So let's create a new sharing rule by clicking on new. Next, let's enter the label, which is share website big deals. Let's retain the rule name. And for the rule type, let's select based on criteria. For the criteria, first let's select quantity greater than or equal 10,000. So this means that we're sharing all records that has a quantity of over 10,000 units, as well as selecting lead source equals website. This means that all website leads or website opportunities will be shared for all of North America. Next, let's select the users we want to share this with. So for this particular criteria, we want to share it to all of North America sales as well. So this gives North America the full breadth of accounts or opportunities for the whole of Mojo Electronics. So let's select roles, and then select NA sales. For opportunity access, we want to give read-write access as well. So let's just select read-write and click on Save to finalize our changes. Again, it will take significant time to recalculate all of the sharing rules for all of the different records in the system. So let's just click on OK. So again, our sharing rules is being calculated at the moment. So these are the ways to create automated sharing rules. However, there's another way so that we can share manually a specific record to a particular role, public group, or roles and subordinates. So that is by creating the manual sharing rule. So this is called a manual share since we go straight to the particular record and share it manually to different users, roles, or groups. So for our example, we will be sharing an individual opportunity to a different set of users in the system. So to start off, let's just go to opportunities. Let's select any opportunity. Okay, so now that we're on the Edge Emergency Generator opportunity, we can go to the sharing section, which you can see here. This is the sharing button, so this opens up a new page wherein you can add manual shares for this particular opportunity. So let's just click on sharing to open up our sharing page. So let's just click on add to add a manual share for our opportunity Edge Emergency Generator. So for this particular opportunity, we want to share it to the VP of International Sales. So let's just click on Roles and select VP International Sales. So this means that this particular opportunity will be shared to any user or to a user under the role VP International Sales. So let's just click Add to add it to the Share With section. For the opportunity access, we want to give them read-write access as well. So let's just give it read-write access. Click on Save to finalize our change. So that's it. We just shared this particular record to VP of International Sales. So that is what manual sharing is. It's basically just sharing a specific record to a specific user or even a group of roles or a role and its subordinates. So although organization-wide defaults provide a good baseline for security and access throughout the organization, there will always be situations when there is a need to extend the current model to specific users or a group of users. Sharing rules provide administrators with the ability to extend record access. So as a recap, in this video, we discussed the following tasks. First, we created sharing rules based on the record owner. Next, we created sharing rules based on criteria. And finally, we created a manual sharing rule, sharing a specific record to a specific group of users or a user under a role. So on the next video, we'll be discussing how to set up field level security to ensure that the right people will see the right information in a particular record.